Hi, I'm going to do a little double duty video today for builders, especially the guys at Banjo Hangout, the builders there who helped me with some what-if questions that I had, and they wanted some results when I finished, and dulcimer players in general. I built my first Banjo Dulcimer Hybrid about 25 years ago. This is it. You can see I sort of threw it together because I was curious as how it would sound. I didn't play it very long because I didn't like the way the tone. Mainly it had this small little head, and I just thought it sounded tinky. And I knew I'd build another one sometime, but I didn't think it would be 25 years. So I recently finished this design, and I'll tell you a little the hows and whys. The first thing I'll point out is something you're probably wondering, what the heck is that? It's this right here. I have two rails coming off the fretboard, cantilevered so they don't touch the banjo head, with a hand rest right here. It's a point of reference for me because I flat pick the dulcimer, and it keeps me from muting the strings and lets me play up here by the top edge of the rim where the tone is the best. So I'll just start why I built this the way I built it. I wanted two resonators that acted independently of each other as far as the sound they generated. So of course I have the banjo pot, which has a very fast attack and a very fast decay, characteristic sound of the banjo. Then I have a dulcimer front, which is made of wood, and the fretboard is attached to it, which it acts like another bridge, transmitting vibrations into this upper bout. However, it has a much slower attack and a much longer decay. So between the two of them, I had an unexpected consequence that because this is fast and this is slow, the sound creates a little bit of reverb. So I don't know if you can, just a camera mic, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it, but I can hear it. And you'll notice that the neck joint is quite a bit wider than a normal banjo. And it's bolted on as normal, but I also have a couple other screws. Very solid joint, but it also gave me room to put 4 small ports through the banjo pot, through the neck block, into this upper bout of the instrument. So some of that sound is generated, and then the fretboard itself generates sound into this upper bout. The guys at Banjo Hangout did help me with some ideas on bridge placement for the sound I wanted. It's a 27-inch scale. Most banjos use a percentage that will put the bridge almost an inch further back towards the tailpiece than what I've got. I wanted a little more tubby sound, and so I recalculated it slightly, and I'm a little more towards center with the bridge. The bridge itself I made out of solid ebony because even though I wanted a tubby sound, I didn't want to lose all the sustain that might cause. So the ebony bridge has got quite a bit more mass than the standard banjo maple with an ebony cap bridge, and it does, in my opinion, add some sustain. After I strung it up, I decided, because of the sound I was getting, I decided to put a partial resonator, which does help the roundness of the tone. I think it also lets the sound kind of circulate and make its way through the ports that I have up into this upper chamber. And you'll see my hand rest is upside down because the way I play, it was digging into my belly, so I put it upside down. I also had to make accommodations for tightening the tension rods for these first two tension rods. So I also decided I didn't want just to take a banjo and have a different head and a different fret arrangement, because I found that I played one and the way I play, it was sort of awkward for me to, uncomfortable, I guess, on my lap. So I like the way it's set up for that. So that's kind of a rundown of what I did. Wanted a resonator up front that acted independently, and it does. And I got the creative juices flowing, messing with it, and I wrote a little tune called Minor Hornpipe, which is in the key of E minor with the capo here. And I'm probably not as fast or smooth on it, but it's good enough to demonstrate how the instrument sounds. So, Minor Hornpipe, hope you enjoy it. That's it.